Right, this evening I think we're in Monflanquin, but I'll put the name of the place up on the screen anyway. So yeah, let me show you around. This is supposed to have a night market, so yeah, let's go have a look. Like that old building there. Another one of those arches I can see up ahead, which might be like the place we were at earlier. Let's have a look in this estate agent's window while we're here, and let's just see what you can get. Let's have a look. Have we got anything decent? Wow, that's only 82,000. Might need a bit of work though. These old buildings here with these metal sort of balconies. Yeah, I like this. Anyway, I can hear music up ahead, and I reckon it's going to be similar to the evening we had at Villarreal, where there was all the restaurants and people eating outside. Look at this place here. What a lovely old shop building. Yeah, I like that. These are just superb. All right. Well, sounds like a party up here. So let's see what's going on. So there's a square in there we're going to go to. This you can see was like the village we were in earlier. But what I've seen here is, look, Savills. You can tell that that's where the money is. If Savills have opened up an estate agents over here. I bet in the Savills estate agents. Yeah, exactly. So what's this in the Savills then? 3.9 million. And yeah, it's got a lot. Again, can you imagine this back in the UK? Just wouldn't happen. It's got all these tables, everyone eating and drinking, all these restaurants and bars, food stalls, live music in this amazing square with all these old buildings and trees. Just doesn't happen in the UK, does it? Again, wine. Look at this, nails, all this food here, burgers, bread, honey over there, pancakes, just everything. Honey here, what's these? Pancakes and stuff. What else have they got over here? Chips from the looks of things. And look at this place as well. Yeah, just fantastic. Lovely old buildings. All these villages have got a nice little square in the middle. And once or twice a week they just have these little parties. Right, so we've just walked away from the centre of town where the party was going on. I just want to show you the view that we've got up here because we're sort of on high ground.
Is that a castle?
Another thing I like about France is how many older cars you can see. Like this. When was the last time you saw one of those Audis? And especially in that condition. There's a big old church here, and we're just sort of outside the main entrance where everything's going on. But look at this picture here of that church, and all of these old, what are these, like carriages or something? That's the entrance from the front. Look up there. How old that door is. Probably as old as the building almost. Just so many fantastic looking buildings. I just never get tired of walking around places like this in France. And these little evening do's are just something else. Again, you can see here, look at these just old timber frame buildings around the edge of the square. This has got to be as old as the centre of Villarreal that we were at the other day, which is what, maybe like, I don't know, 1600s I guess. Although saying that, the church that we looked at just now was 1290, so maybe some of this is that age too. Have a look through here. There's a little side road here. And here, look at these. That is just fabulous. Yeah, I can live here. And look at these little passages down between the houses. Oh, this is just amazing. I was talking to someone just now and they were saying that this is all 13th century, or 1280, 1290 sort of time, which is just phenomenal, isn't it, really? It's the same as it was all those years ago. And just here, just these old shops, old houses, old streets. Some of the shops look like they've been closed for God knows how many years. Well, look at these doors. Look how old that is. I mean, it's just falling apart, really.
One eternity later.
Right, so we are at Calais at the train station to drop off the hire car to then get the train to the ferry to then go back to the UK as foot passengers. And then my son has dropped off my van at a Premier Inn in Dover. And then we need to pick that up and drive home. Anyway, I'll show you the car, because I can't remember if I showed you it or not. So we got a Renault Capture. It's alright. It was a bit of a tight squeeze, but yeah, got us here okay. So we left Villarreal and the Chateau de Fonrives campsite at 8 o'clock last night and drove through the night, and it's now 7 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, let's see if we can find a train. Right, so we've made it on the train to the centre of Calais. Then we got a free bus from the station to the port, and now we're just waiting with all the other foot passengers to be allowed onto the ferry. Now it's worth noting that to go as 5 foot passengers is more expensive than us taking the car. So we've had to pay another 50 or 60 quid, I think, just to not have a car. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but there you go. And then when you get here as a foot passenger, well, I'll show you what you get. So you don't really get anything. There's a big area of nothing. You've got these 2 old planes, or replicas of these old planes, and then, well, just an empty space. Just a few little chairs around the edge, people sleeping on the floor. Pretty rubbish, really. So there's a vending machine that doesn't work, so I can't get a coffee. There's a sweet vending machine, which doesn't have much in, but there you go. And then there's a food vending machine, but the food looked awful. So yeah, we're not having that. So there you go. Don't travel as a foot passenger unless you want to sit on the floor and go hungry. So there you go. There's your planes. And there's a load of empty space. No, and there's us. Sat bored. So the downside of being a foot passenger was it was a bit of a nightmare getting on here. It took ages, lots of waiting around. But the plus side is we were first on the boat, so I managed to get one of these cool seats. So it's sort of like a big bed, which is good because I need a sleep.